Hello everyone, my name is Spielmeister, and in this video I'm going to be showing you a weird freeze slash crash that I encountered while playing Persona 5 on RPCS3. So I'll just quickly show you the crash itself. So let me just restart the game. Let me just exit out of full screen so you guys can see. Hopefully you can see it now. Let me just get through this really quickly so I can show you. So load game. So basically the crash happened right as I got the treasure from the Kamoshida Palace. And so as I got the treasure, I went on my way to head back, right? Return to the real world. So after getting the treasure from the Kamoshida Palace, I went back to the real world, right? In the game. And let me just get out of here. Yeah.
Yes.
And I ended up arriving at Leblanc. So here's where the crash happens, slash like freeze.
Okay.
So let me just.
Now then.
So as you go up, right? Because like you just arrived from, like you just went like deep into the palace trying to get the treasure and stuff. So obviously you're tired. So basically, Morgana will like say something like, "Oh, you must be tired after today. Let's go to sleep." So when you press the go to sleep thing, right? Like when I went to press go to sleep, as Joker was walking up the steps, the music just cuts out and literally just stops. Like the game literally stops running. Like it completely freezes. Like nothing. Like you don't see like the next like scene or anything. Like it just stops. And so I stopped the game, right? And then I figured I was going to change custom configuration. It's probably my settings that I have. And mind you, these are the same settings from the RPCS3 wiki for Persona 5. Like preferred SPU threads, I put it to 2 since I have a like if you have a quad core CPU, then you would put 1, or if you have anything else, it would be 2. So I have a 6 core CPU, so I put 2. And then SPU size mega, and then uh, SPU exflow accuracy, relax exflow, and then the rest of the settings I kind of just like resolution scale 150 because I have a 1080p monitor, so 150 is 1920 by 1080, and then anisotropic filtering 16x, VSync, like kind of like general settings, and then network. This is the one setting that I changed that was from the default, and it says connected, simulated, and enable UPnP. So this basically simulates like the internet functionality in the PlayStation 3 and in Persona 5. Like this basically allows you to like, let's say like a teacher asks you a question in class and you need to answer it. You can just um go access like one of the like internet logs. I don't know how to explain it. Like basically like in Persona 5 you can like get help from like other like users like online, and like they can help you with like get the answers and stuff. So this is what this thing helps you do. So this is the only setting that I changed, and then advanced, I left everything as default, right? So I figured it must have been because of the patch that I added, which was a 60 FPS patch. So if you go to, where is it? Manage game patches. I enabled the 60 FPS patch, and I figured that might be causing it. So I disabled the 60 FPS patch and whatever, and then I restarted the game. And then after that, same thing kept happening. It kept freezing at that one part, and then I decided, okay, maybe it's the resolution, the fact that I have it on 1920 by 1080, so I switched it to 200, right? Because if you look on the RPCS3 website, it says GPU configuration use 100%, 200%, 300%, non-integer values, example 150 can cause white dots to appear. Now, even though that's probably not the case, like what's causing my problem, and it isn't, when I later found out, I figured this might be causing some weird issue, right? So I put it to 200, saw what happened, same thing kept happening. So then I figured, let me just close out of this. So then I figured it might be because of my preferred SPU thread, putting it to 2. So then I put that to auto. Same thing kept happening. And then I realized something. The entire time when I was playing Persona 5, up to that part, the network settings, I had this setting that I just talked about earlier that allows you to get test answers like from other online players. So this setting right here, it emulates the internet functionality, right? I had this at connected, simulated, enable UPnP, right, to allow me to use that function. And I figured, you know what, let me try disabling this. So that's what I did. I disconnected, and put both of these as disconnected, so that way it would not allow me to have the internet functionality. And I just did save consistent configuration, right? So then I pressed restart. Just waiting for the game to load. And as you can see right here, you can use a variety of features by connecting to the network. Do you want to connect? If I press yes, it's going to say you have chosen not to connect to the network, and that's because we disabled that functionality in the configuration for this game, right? So we changed it to disconnected, like the simulated internet functionality or whatever. So that's why this is saying you have chosen not to connect to the network, even though we pressed yes. And if you go back into the beginning of the video, you'll see I pressed yes, and it said you have chosen to connect to the network. That's because we had the simulated internet functionality enabled. Anyways, so now that it's you have chosen not to connect to the network, just skip through this. Network, load game, and go back to this, right? Kamoshida Palace, just load your data, is that okay? Yes. So as we head back, we want to get out of here, yes. Alright.
Yes.
So
Okay. Now then.
if we go back upstairs, it should now not freeze by disabling the network functionality. Go to sleep, and it should, as you can see, it didn't crash, it didn't freeze or anything, and it went immediately to the next frame. So that means that the problem when it comes to that part of the game crashing or freezing is due to the network functionality if you have it enabled on the RPCS3 emulator, which most people probably don't, and that's honestly for the best. Like if you're playing Persona 5, I would just leave the network functionality thing off because it could cause this issue, and it might not cause this issue for you, or it might. For me, it did. Maybe it just depends on like different hardware or not, but I don't know. But for me, this seemed to fix the issue. So if you, for some reason, like at the same point in the game that I got to when I left Kamoshida's Palace after finding the treasure, and then I came back and I went upstairs and then the game crashed, try doing this fix. Try going, stop the game first, and then go to change custom configuration, and then go to network. And if you have this set to connected and this to simulated, set both these to disconnected, save custom configuration, restart the game, and hopefully it should fix the issue. Anyways, so yeah, as you can see, it's working now, and everything is fine. Anyways,
It's finally time.
so that is it for this video. Hopefully this video helped you guys out. If it did, make sure to leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.